feel free to adjust those
Good morning,
microphones.
Sandy.
Good morning, Board. Good morning. My name is Sandy, and we are coming to you this morning in peace and in our status as we the people to give you notice and instructions so that you and your agents may provide due care. We are here today to remind you once again that you are trustees and servants of the people, and that you are obligated by contract and trust indenture to uphold and defend both our federal and state constitutions. Today we are handing you 7 envelopes containing follow-up notices for all 5 supervisors, the county sheriff, and a copy for the board clerk. On Tuesday, July the 14th, 2026, we served you with a notice and demand to immediately cease and desist all violations of private property rights of the people, asking, where in the constitutions did the people grant our servants the authority to deprive us of our constitutional rights to property? Where in the constitutions does it say that the people cannot use their own property as they see fit? Where does it say in the constitutions that you can use the people's money for programs that violate their private property rights? In addition, we instructed if you believe as government servants any of the claims in the notice are untrue, that you were to post that grant of authority conspicuously on the Sacramento County website homepage within 15 days. My colleague will continue.
Good morning.
Debbie?
Good morning, Board. I'm Debbie, one of We the People. Please take notice that the county website was checked on July the 30th, and there was no such posting. Therefore, you are in default of our lawful notice, and if you take any future action against the people, violating the people's private property rights to enjoy all forms, then any future actions will be construed as being done with malice, intent, full knowledge, and understanding against your trust indenture, your contract with the people. That would be the Constitution.
And next we have Sabrina.
Good morning, Sabrina.
Good morning. I come in the peace and love of Almighty God as one of the people, Surrey jurists, who hold all political power. I stand before you today exercising a sacred fundamental right protected by both the U.S. Constitution, California Constitution, the right to petition the government for redress of grievances. The First Amendment in the U.S. Constitution guarantees the right of the people to peaceably assemble and to petition government for the redress of grievance. Article 1, Section 3 of the California Constitution likewise declares the people have the right to instruct their representatives, petition the government for redress of grievances, and assemble freely to consult for the common good. Presented today is the notice of default failure to respond to the notice to cease and desist violating the people's property rights. All political power is inherent in the people. As Article 2, Section 1 of the California Constitution states, government is instituted for their protection, security, and benefit. Those rights come from God, not government. They are inalienable rights and cannot be abrogated. The California Constitution, Article 1, Section 1, makes clear that all the people are by nature free and independent and have inalienable rights. Among these are acquiring and possessing and protecting property. Maximum law states individual liberties are antecedent to all government. The main object of government is the preservation and protection of personal rights, private property, and public liberties. Every man's house is his castle, even though the winds of heaven may blow through it. Government officials cannot enter it. No free man shall be deprived of life, liberty, property, but by lawful judgment of his peers, by the law of the land. And as usurpation is the exercise of power, which another has a right to, so tyranny is the exercise of power beyond right, which no body can have a right to. The constitutions are the supreme law of the land. No statute, code, ordinance, or administrative action can diminish or supersede inalienable rights to property. Government possesses only those powers specifically delegated by the people. Any action beyond these delegations is usurpation. Therefore, I demand that all government, public servants, and trustees immediately cease and desist from any interference of the people people's private property rights without due process of law and just compensations, as required by the 5th and 14th Amendments in the U.S. Constitution, Article 1, Section 7 and 19 in the California Constitution. We, the people, do not consent to unlawful encroachments. Our rights existed before government and cannot be taken away by it. A frequent recurrence to these fundamental principles is necessary to preserve liberty. I call upon you to provide immediate redress of these grievances and
Can
to
you wrap
honor
it
our
up,
supreme
please?
law of the land.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.